God of War Ascension is the fourth console game of the God of War series and the seventh game overall. Released in 2012 for the PS3, it takes place before the first game, during which Kratos had decided to rebel against Ares for tricking him into killing his family. But he had to deal with the Furies before he can do so. The game takes place in a Furies prison made from Aegon the Hypochondries. Kratos was captured by the Furies during his quest to kill Ares. He breaks his way out of imprisonment and starts to kill anyone trying to stop him, including the Furies, so he can break his oath of servitude to Ares. During his rampage, Kratos will recall how he got himself captured in the first place, thus remembering how to use the enchantment on the Blades of Chaos, and how to use the items that he recovered from the Furies. The gameplay is pretty much the same as the previous game, as you hack and slash your way to the end of the segment of the game. The main difference is that the circle button is now used for the third melee attack, while R1 is strictly used for grabbing and interacting with the environment. And there are no other main weapons to obtain, as they are replaced by magical enchantment, which gave the Blades of Chaos different elemental properties and bonuses. The quick time events are a bit forgiving this time around, but there are minigames that require you to rapidly press the button multiple times and move the analog stick to avoid getting hit. Unlike our previous games, there are DLCs, which are mostly for the multiplayer aspect of the game, as Ascension is the first game in the series to incorporate online multiplayer, in which the players play as an unnamed warrior whom Kratos met during his rampage in the prison, as he fights under the legions of a god and fighting other champions. When compared to the previous games, Ascension is much more easier, as the puzzles are much more simpler, and the fights are on the short side except for the boss battle. The replay value comes from hidden items that you have to collect while playing the game, as they can make the game extremely easy or make it even harder once you unlock New Game Plus. All in all, it's still a God of War game. If you're a fan of the series, then there's nothing unusual. But if you're new to the series, it can be a different experience of going chronologically, as God of War 1 and 2 are much harder games. So I wish you luck.